Good day to you, everyone. Today, I will be talking about the food mixing and propulsion in the stomach. Food mixing and propulsion begins with mastication in the mouth, where teeth is responsible for chewing. Now, chewing reflex is done by rebound contraction, and most muscles of mastication are innervated by the motor branch of the fifth cranial nerve. Then we have deglutition after mastication, which is a complicated mechanism and involves the pharynx's subseries respiration. Now, deglutition, uh, as discussed before, is divided into three stages: the voluntary, pharyngeal, and esophageal stage. Now we have the esophagus, where it conducts food rapidly from the pharynx into the stomach, and it exhibits two types of peristaltic movements. We have primary and secondary peristalsis. Primary peristalsis is a continuation of the peristaltic wave beginning in the pharynx and spreads into the esophagus during the pharyngeal stage of swallowing. If primary peristalsis fails to move all food down to the stomach, secondary peristaltic waves initiate. Now, secondary peristalsis results from the distension of the esophagus by retained food. It is initiated by intrinsic neural circuits in the mesenteric nervous system and glossopharyngeal and vagal efferent nerve fibers. Now we have the stomach, which has its three functions. First is the storage of large quantities of food until food can be processed in the stomach, duodenum, and lower intestinal tract. Second is mixing food with gastric secretions until chyme is formed, which is a semi-fluid mixture. Third, we have the slow emptying of chyme from the stomach to the small intestine at a rate suitable for proper digestion and absorption by the excuse me, small intestine. Now we have the mixing and propulsion of food in the stomach. Here, gastric glands of the stomach secrete digestive juices. Long presence of food causes mixing waves or weak peristaltic constrictor waves, where the weak peristaltic waves occur every 15 to 20 seconds. Now we have powerful peristaltic action potential, which are driven constrictor rings that force the antral contents under higher and higher pressure toward the pylorus. Now we have retropulsion, which is the combined pyloric squeezing and constrictive peristalsis in the stomach. Next, we have hunger contractions. It is when the stomach is empty for several hours or more. The whole stomach contracts. Lastly, we have hunger pangs, which is the mild pain in the pit of the stomach. Now we have the stomach emptying, and here we have the pyloric pump, which is promoted by intense peristaltic contractions in the antrum of the stomach. Now it has two control factors. First, we have stomach factors, and under it is the degree of filling and effect of gastrin. Second factor is the duodenal factor, where inhibitory feedback, and it is affected by enterogastric inhibitory nervous feedback reflexes and hormonal feedback by cholecytokinin. Now, increased food volume in the stomach promotes increased emptying. Gastrin also secrete highly acidic gastric juice and promote stomach emptying. Lastly, cholecystokinin is an inhibitor which block increased stomach motility. So that is all for the mixing and propulsion of food in the stomach. Thank you for listening.